morning everybody, Fat Steve, Spicehead-Media. So, about 2 weeks ago I visited a city close to home. It was very early in the morning, it was very quiet, some of the shops were closed, the market wasn't on, there was few people about, and I filmed it, and I got moaned at big style by quite a lot of comments, both on YouTube and Facebook. So it's Saturday today, it's 2 weeks later, and I'm heading back there, and I'm gonna trace and film and show you the route of the A6 as it was in 1795, passing through that city, and then I'm going to do another shopping audit and show you the market, show you the nice things, and then hopefully you'll all be happy again. So for now it's Fat Steve, Spicehead-Media, just coming into Preston on the train, but I'm not filming in Preston. I'll catch you all later when I get there. For now, bye bye everybody, keep safe.
Hi everybody, it's Artist Bobby!
And I'm Fat Steve. And I'm the star of the show, Princess Sandra. And together we're Spicehead-Media. Well folks, I'm at the Gate Lodge of Parkfield. It says the North Lodge. I'll just show you this while I'm here. So this, the Osmo 4, as you know, just fits in a little bag, which is not very efficient. This one is made for the Osmo 4P, and it can go inside, and it clips down and protects it. So I've been using that for the Osmo 4. So I'm continuing my esoteric A6 guide, which is a book that I wrote in 1993 for an American publisher. I spent 3 years tracing the A6 from Whitechapel to Carlisle, and they never published it. So I am currently just north of Lancaster on this big field here, probably obviously part of the estate that I was just looking at, and the left hand side of the road, don't know if them particular houses were here, but that's the line of the A6 as it was. It could have actually come more or less where the path is now, looking at the age of that big tree, and there's some big older trees just here to the right. So as it comes to the top of Lancaster, I'll say them houses, I'm not sure if they were there back in 1795, but that is the line of the road. There's a name on that post. Is it Greaves Road? So big roundabout here, and I've never approached it in a chair, so I don't know if I can get across on the right, so whether I'll have to come back down to the left. It's very windy, and this looks like another gate lodge to this big estate that was to my right, and it looks like there is a way across there. Now the main A6 shoots down there, but again, as I found all over my travels, this is that gate lodge. I think that goes up to an area called Greaves. It's got the meadow side just over there. So again, said lots of deviations, so that could have been used as the main road at one time. Obviously this roundabout wouldn't have been here, but I was pretty sure when I researched this back in the day. This is called South Road. So on the right, let's just get over this bump. There are houses here that look a similar age to the ones on the left, but I don't know if they're newer or not. I'm only showing you the route of the road and what I know to have been there. Now as we come down this little hill into Lancaster, I think I've seen in some history that at one time was a station here. I don't know if it was the original line to Lancaster or whether it carried on like the current one does. The current one is about a quarter of a mile behind this. As I said, I'm pretty sure I've seen or read something. And big old house there. And this building here, I'm not sure if this is what was that station or not. If I'm correct, I said I'm not 100% sure about that. It's only something I've read. It could just be speculation. Nice big houses on this side, but as I keep trying to explain, as we come down here, we're approaching the hospital, and there is a plaque over there, but I can't quite see it. If I get my glasses on, the camera might be able to see it. So I'll zoom as far as I can. There's that plaque, and sadly I still can't read it from here, no matter which glasses or which lens I use. But I think that could be the plaque that mentions the station. I'm not sure. So I've come back out. Now the thing that's odd, we're approaching the Lancaster Canal, but in 1795 the canal wasn't built. Now to the back there is the current big hospital in Lancaster. To the right, big old building, the barracks, it says. I'm not sure what that is. White Cross, tenants and visitors parking only. So I'm staying on this side of the road. As I leave the end of the hospital, I come to the canal. And we've got the big toll house in, which again the name suggests it was a toll house, and it suggests and indicates technically that the A6 went down there. So currently here, the traffic coming towards me from down there is the current A6 northbound, but I'm following the A6 southbound. There's the canal bridge, and this traffic's relentless. Is it going to stop? I don't know, but I'm going for it. I got a little glance of the canal just through there. And I say that's the A6 currently heading south. Another big pub here, they've been working on this for a number of years while I've been here. Now, this now is called Penny Street, but I think Penny Street branches off to the right. I no actual date I've found for that. And there's a big new building on the left just after it. So I'm on a cycle lane. Penny Street goes off down there to the right of the A6, and strangely enough, let's have a look. This is the current A6 and it's called King Street. I think that used to be a pub, the Albert Inn. So the pavement's a bit precarious. We've got a big KFC here, a modern day KFC. Now the reason I'm filming the left is because the right wasn't here as it is. This right hand side of the A6 was a lot further forward into the road, because that A6 in 1795 was just 8 feet wide. Now I need you to try and think about that. I think this curb here is probably 4 feet and the road was only 8 feet wide. That's Queen Square Surgery. Nice little bit of greenery here, filmed a few times in the past. Now these buildings here look quite old, but nowhere near as old as some of the ones on that side of the road. So soon the road turns to the left and I'll need to cross over it to head down the hill. So there's the Ring of Bells. Oh, it's a bit bumpy here. I'm not sure if that's still trading or not. Lovely. And all new on the right, remember. So some of these look possibly old enough to be the original buildings. They are in the original line, and as I say, the road was just 8 feet wide. So back in 1795, everything that went to Scotland along this west side of the country had to trundle along that little road. So I'm trying to get across here. This is Common Garden Street. There's a little arcade there, but it's got steps halfway along it. Again, I just can't tell how old they are. Now I'm coming up to the little cottages that I filmed last week in that disastrous Lancaster video, which I'll be trying to do a more updated, better one today while the market's on. I called them almshouses, and I was stood corrected by people. When I've researched, I think they were originally made for veterans. Just in there. So I think it's penny cottages or something like that. So it was a little sort of cottage hospital back in the day. That may have been there, but I'm not sure. This building here I think is like an antique emporium. Got all new stuff on this side. the road has narrowed quite sharply. Emporium there, I don't know the date, but it is set back. And then we've got this road noosed up, bit of a high fence here, so that Steve's got his hand in the air. And as we come to the corner, got the Royal King's Arms. Afternoon tea's now gone, I think. Coffee lounge now gone, I think. And I'm coming to Market Street. The road to the left goes up to the station, as you saw in the last one, and the road to the right goes down to the market. Now the problem I've got here is further down the street I need to be on the left hand side of the road. I'm going to carry on for now. So there still is the original line of the road. Jesus Christ. And you can see how narrow it is now. Imagine what it was like when it was just 8 feet wide. It was Big Priory Hall, whatever that was, I don't know. It looks to be still open. It looks, could be a pub now looking at it. So lots and lots of shops along this side, but they weren't here back in the day. So quite a few old buildings along there, but I don't think they're old enough to be on. And then we've got Roman numerals there, 1908 YMCA. So that's, even when you look at that, you can see how modern that really is. And as I get to this point here, I need to cross, and the castle up the hill to my left. Let's just press this button to cross the road, folks. So as we come across there, we've got what's called the Judge's Lodgings. So the castle is up the top of the hill behind that. It's up a very steep cobbled road, which I can't easily get up. But this is where I'm trying to be now. As we follow this pavement through your dentist and the Farrell Hayworth, if they're still there, we don't know, you'll see it turns into a very, very steep hill. So in 1795, this was the way the road went, but it deviates in a few seconds, and I don't know if I'm able to follow it because it's always changing. That's the current A6, and if we look down there, that's the real A6. So as it came down this hill, it turned to the left. You should still be able to see the cobbles, but I can't go down there that way. I'm going to have to go round. Round and round and round it goes, and I can't find me baby. So I've got to go down here. This is the current A6. There's the bus station in the distance. And in a minute you'll see something quite strange. Probably the most unusual thing you've ever seen in any of my videos. I have filmed it before, but not in this context, where I've started where I've started, and oh Christ, it's putting me in the road, and finish where I'm finishing. So this is going up to a car park. Now here we've got this huge building called Lune Square, and for many years, and during '93 when I researched the A6, that was a big warehouse. And here we've got the Free Mariners pub, folks, one of the oldest pubs on the A6. And look at this, folks. So there's the bridge where the road used to come through, and if you see these tables, I'll drive around that side. So there's the Free Mariners. So this bit of cobbled road that I'm bumping about on now, back in '93, you could come under there and you could get on it here. And I was saying how narrow the road was, only 8 feet wide, I think. Now here, this is the thing. Let me just get off here a little bit. So I am now travelling along the A6, heading north, as it was in 1795, and quite possibly before that time, because this bit of road, are you ready for it, has heard the sound of clanging Roman armour. We're talking about the Romans. That's a bit before 1795. But anybody that was heading up to Scotland had to come down this road. Free Mariners might have been here, but might not in the Roman times. So, said there was a big warehouse there. I spoke to the council and explained that this was the route of the A6. Historic. They took no fucking notice. They built that, they blocked it off. They built over the road. So I'm coming out now round to this side to try and show you where it continued and what it did. I might have done this once or twice, I can't remember. So just ahead of me there is the River Lune, and there are several bridges over that today. So this area around here was dam side, because it was dammed for some reason. I think that was a railway bridge, I'm not sure. But in the A6 day and age, there was no railway and there was no canal. So that cobbled road came out just over there, came along here, so I don't think this bridge was here. So that cobbled road would have come out probably behind these houses to get to where it needed to go. Oh God, this is bumpy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get off the curb. So we can see that gap there, where the wall's set back. I'll have to nip down here a little bit to get across. So the River Lune is just behind that wall. New flats here. Oh, it's a bit bumpy out, Stephen. Yeah, I'm on Yorkshire stone flags, I think. And there is a way off, just about. So down there's an interesting museum with some of the history from Lancaster. And there's no pavement on this side until I get to where I was going. So that sun is dead ahead of me. Slip road there down to the river, and here was the bridge, folks. So this was a wooden bridge, and sometimes went over there somewhere, but I've never been able to find where it came out. Now we should be able to see just on the other side of that bridge. We can see some remains of wood sticking up. Well, here where this bridge was, when the tide's at its lowest, you can see some of the foundations for this bridge which went over there, and that's as far as I'm going. I'm finishing you with the esoteric A6 guide, folks. So up, down and out to sea and in to the town. So ow, I've got that sun directly ahead of me, and I'm going to play it. I can't see how long I've been going, but that's give you the route of the A6 as it was in 1795 through Lancaster, folks. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll keep doing these up and down different parts of the country if and when I'm there. I'd love to do the whole lot for you in one long video from Whitechapel to Carlisle. That would be interesting. So I'm coming under this little bridge now. I said I'm not sure what it is. A single track, so it's either a footbridge, which it is today, or it was part of the railway network. I'm just not sure. So as I get here, I think I've got that Damside Street sign just behind me, if I can see it. I hope so. So folks, for now, this is Fat Steve, Spiceheads-Media. I've been showing you the route of the A6 as it was in 1795, travelling through Lancaster, folks. Catch you all later, keep safe, and bye everybody.
Hi everybody, it's Arteta Bobby!
And I'm Fat Steve. And I'm the star of the show, Princess Sandra. And together,
we are Spicehead-Media.